So the news has been all week that Claressa Shields was going to be facing off in February against Danielle Perkins. That was a fight that was discussed at the WBC convention. A lot of things was talked about. And at the heavyweight division, Danielle Perkins is a very, very good fighter. She's a bronze medalist and a gold medalist at the World Games. World Championships in 2018 and 19. And she has a bronze medal and a gold medal. And she fights at heavyweight. She does have a lot of pro fights, but she has a very good amateur background. She's faced top competition all throughout her career. And we already know the GOAT, Claressa Shields, has done a lot in her career, just coming off a huge knockout win over La Paz. And it's going to be a very good fight. I feel like Claressa Shields is coming to her own right now. She's making a lot of moves, and she's been doing a lot of things recently to where you can basically say that she's put a lot on the line to actually make the best fights happen in boxing right now. Now, the opponent is going to be for February 2nd, and it's going to be something that a lot of people are expecting and waiting on. It will be streamed on the Zone in Flint, Michigan, as far as I know right now, from my hometown. And she'll be defending her WBC heavyweight world title. Like I said, it was discussed recently, earlier this week, at the WBC conventions, and they was putting the fights together. And a lot of people are looking at the weight classes she been fighting at and trying to figure out if she was going to move down or move back up or whatever. And a lot of people are going to, have some things to say about this fight as far as the age of Perkins, with her being 42 and turning pro at 37. But like I said, she's someone who's had a decorated amateur background, and she's been doing some things over the years to prepare herself. She is 6 foot. She's 6 foot tall, and she has a 72-inch reach, so arm reach, and that's not a easy person to fight, especially for a woman at that weight class. It's gonna be very difficult to get around those punches, and she's someone who can put the punches together. This could be one of the best style matchups that Shields has ran across in a long time, because in boxing, a lot of times people don't pay attention to it, but the toughest fights most fighters have, especially the ones who are undisputed and pound for pound, the undisputed fighters, things like that, the toughest fight they have is usually in their own country. Those type of styles. People know who you are, face common opponents, words get around, weaknesses and tendencies, and you just watching the same person over the years. And there's a lot of tape on Claressa Shields and other boxers, and a lot of times people do a good job of actually combating that and going into the fight prepared. But this is gonna be a huge clash, man. I think Claressa Shields right now is the best woman fighter probably of all time, and yeah, she's the best woman fighter of all time. And right now, all she's doing is solidifying her legacy. She's only 29. She's not 30 yet. And she's still doing more tough fights right now than a lot of people who are outside of the division. And people at lower divisions are not really doing anything right now. You got a lot of people skipping around and trying to get money fights and everything else. And they need to be trying to set a goal for themselves and try to be the best. And a lot of that stuff is going on now. It's a lot of people doing some good things in women's boxing, a lot of good matchups. Probably the toughest fights this year in boxing that's came from women's boxing. I haven't seen any soft touches in women's boxing this year. No easy fights. Even the rematches we seen were tough. And with Perkins, man, I feel like she can go into this fight and make a name for herself. She goes in there and puts on a good performance, even in a loss. She can definitely change the way people look at her going into the fight. But this is a good style matchup, though. I think Claressa Shields fighting someone like this is very tough. People don't understand how good Perkins is, but they'll actually find out. But that's all I got. Like and subscribe.